All right, guys. So this here is big. After 5 years of inactivity, Darren Pearce has uploaded a new video. This was uploaded directly to his channel. That re-uploaded. Well, it's directed to the channel that re-uploaded all his old videos in one big chunk. So it looks like it actually is Darren Pearce's channel. That is uploading all this stuff. It looks like he's addressing me directly in it, and he answers a lot of questions I had. I'm not sure where he is, but the next step is finding out how to reach him. So I doubt he'll answer me on Twitter. So this looks like my next task. He honestly, Darren Pearce could be the key to unlocking all these questions I've had and everything that's been, leading up to all this. Speaking of working with other people, Karushnikov got back to me. He apologized and he explains he's interested because he's connected to all this. But he didn't want to say more until we could build a proper theory and a solid case against William Monk and Manticore, which makes sense. I do appreciate him reaching out. It sounds like he's risking a lot just talking to me. So this time he's directed me towards something that really makes no sense. But every one of his leads so far have made sense and connected into this whole big thing. So I'm going to stick with it. So this time he's told me to look into the deaths of 6 people, all connected by one event in Italy. One of them, Vladimir Demikov, the Russian scientist I mentioned a few videos back. Karushnikov said that when I mentioned him, it made him dig into this, and he came up with these names connected to him. So Demikov, there's him. Then there's Joseph Mengele, Robert Sherrow, Miguel Serrano, Robert J. White, and Savitri Devi. I'm dividing them into groups to make sense of who they are and how they're connected. So first is Joseph Mengele. He performed messed up experiments on humans in concentration camps during the Holocaust. He's sort of connected to Miguel Serrano and Savitri Devi. They were both believers in something called esoteric Nazism. So when they believed, they believed in like occult stuff relating to Hitler, basically like all the stuff you see in Indiana Jones. Devi thought Hitler was an avatar sent from the heavens, like Vishnu. Serrano thought Aryan blood was extraterrestrial in origin. So one thought the Nazis were like gods, and the others thought they were like aliens. These guys are total whack jobs, basically. But this sort of ties in with Robert Sherrow, who was obsessed with the idea of ancient astronauts. And he also thought that the Nordic people were extraterrestrial. So they all tie into one another. Basically, psycho neo-Nazis who believe in aliens and gods and stuff. And they think aliens arrived thousands of years ago. I don't know why they're relevant. And then the Demikov guy, we know, two-headed dog guy, he's in a group with Robert J. White, who was famous for doing head transplants with living monkeys. So you've got a load of mad scientists, Nazis, and people who believe in aliens, and loose links between them. But apparently, what links all of them was something called the Valcamonica Symposium, which took place in 1968. Valcamonica is in Italy, and it's famous for a load of prehistoric art carved into rocks. So one of the most famous ones is these 2 figures who look like astronauts. So I guess it makes sense that Robert Chiro would go, and then Devi and Serrano would follow him if they knew him. Then so would Mengele, I guess, as well. So, but then I don't know why Demikov and White would. I don't know what they would do. What their relation to the prehistoric art would be. I'm putting on my theorist hat here, I know, but at a stretch, you could suggest that Demikov was Russian and had some link to Mengele in World War II. Perhaps White and Demikov even, they even knew each other because they were in the same areas of in science anyway. This is all interesting, but I have no idea why Karushnikov wants me to look at this stuff. I've got no way to tie it to Manticore or the dead kid in Georgia or even Darren Pearce or Barry and Oscar yet. If you have any thoughts, just email me. Hang on, I'm getting a notification. Let me check this out. Oh, I'll turn it as well, so you're still with me. Okay, let's check this out. It's from my bank. That's all. I'll just edit this part out. What? My accounts are frozen? I'll cut this. I'll cut this out. Oh shoot! God, these automated things can take forever. It's from Karushnikov. It's weird. Proper timing, anyway. I'll call the bank back in a minute. Okay, subject line. Run? What the hell is this?
419. The suspect still at large has been identified as Mr. Frank Gilchrist of Portland, Oregon.
What the fuck?
An actor and former IT specialist, has been moved to the top of Interpol's Most Wanted. It was announced at a press conference just moments ago. Initial discoveries in the investigation mounted by the Interpol and the CIA, with assistance from Anticore Security, determined that this plan has been in development since Fortis Air and Smith Energy, now both folded into the Manticore holding companies, announced the project in the spring of 2009 through remote encrypted correspondence that has been